Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Antonio Marshals and the Los Angeles Rams. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. This is fielded at the goal line. Now he'll be shoved to the turf that time. First down. Cochran. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. To throw on 2nd down. Cochran. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Cochran being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Back to throw. Cochran. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Thompson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll Bison, and he will not get away. He's sacked.
Always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Cochran, he sets to fire deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, Cochran, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
To throw on third down, McKee. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Horton. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds, but that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
Throwing on first down. McKee, blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Looking to throw on second down. McKee, he's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing on 3rd and long. McKee escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
On 1st down, Cochran flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Cochran, space to run past the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Looking to throw. Cochran, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Let's go!
To throw again. Cochran. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Cochran. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. 1st quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game? Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go now.
To throw on 2nd down, McKee. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, McKee. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Operating from the gun, Cochran, and that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Gates, the intended receiver there, and it's 2nd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cochran, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Lutz puts this one through. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 2nd up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Throwing on 1st down. Cochran out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Back that up, Philly. Here we go.
From the gun, Cochran. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Rams on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cochran. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic. Heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On first down, McKee. He's going to wind up and air it out. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing again. McKee. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A final shot before break. McKee going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And some room to maneuver. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, McKee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now they try the right side here. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Let's go. Green 39. All right, now look at 56.
Looking to throw. McKee steps away to his left. He gets, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Back to throw. Cochran under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down. To throw on second down. McKee eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. There they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on first down. Cochran flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, Cochran. Flush. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go. Detroit.
Looking to throw on second down. Cochran. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Cochran on the move to his left. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Looking to throw. Cochran, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the...
To throw on second down. Cochran. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. Watch it now, Barney.
Operating from the gun. McKee is going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
To throw again. McKee dancing to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. McKee. Over the middle, complete. It's Horton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. All right, now look at 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McKee. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. On 1st down, McKee. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Set. 3-19.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McKee. A swing pass caught, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now let's go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning.
Off the play fake. Cochran. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That's fielded in the end zone. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. McKee. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there. 41 yards. On 1st and 10, McKee got his man complete over the middle. It's Horton. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Throwing again. McKee. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Green 39.
Back to throw. McKee. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. who's going to cover this guy and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Looking to throw. McKee, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Shaq Thompson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. As they run the counter play. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
That is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Cochran. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Cochran, he may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Throwing on 1st down. Cochran. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for L.A., they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the defeat is their 1st of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.